to have you with us from Jones Stadium in Lubbock, Texas. As we wind our way toward the end of another college football season, one of the grand traditions is paying tribute and respect to those who have just poured their souls into the success of this program and honor the seniors on Senior Day. It's the Penn State Nittany Lions and the Texas Tech Red Raiders. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rose down on the sidelines. We check in with her now.
I caught up with the Nittany Lions head coach before the game. His quarterback has had such great composure and poise all week. He knows there is history on the line today, but he's trying not to think about it. He wants to get the win for his team, to perform well, not turn the ball over. But I have no doubt when they get into the red zone, that's going to be on the play caller's mind. Can they get their quarterback the history record for most passing touchdowns in a career? We'll see how those play calls shake out down in the red zone. Back to you.
We'll keep an eye on that, Holly. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Trying to show them what it's going to be like all day in this house. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1. Guys, it's almost impossible to overstate the importance of this game. The result might well be the cut line between really good bowl and the playoffs.
It's a really good point, Reese, because at this point of the season late, this is a resume builder, and this might be the win that you need to improve your status and impress the committee so that they put you in the college football playoff.
Yeah, in these top 10 games, they get more attention. More people are...
Snags it, and there's running room. He's at the 40. A massive pickup on that one, and they're in business at the 21.
And this defense is figuring out early in this football game, man. They've got to be dialed in because this passing attack, it's lethal because they get it to their speedsters, and after the catch, they're really good. Got to tighten up that coverage and get those guys on the ground when they catch the football.
Whip it out to the back on the screen. Oh, he's got some space. He gets it all the way down to the 5-yard line. A terrific catch and run before he stopped. In the red area, it's Hansen. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2.
First down and goal, I bet you the percentages are really high for run, and this defense was ready for it. They got to match the physicality right here, right now in this situation.
Trying to slam in. Swamped immediately.
Unsuccessful second down, and now I'm immediately thinking, I got a little bit more than I want, so what are my pass plays? What am I going to get into here offensively to try to have success on third down?
A 3rd and goal, and this defense feeling energy from the crowd. Looking downfield, it's Beck. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Nittany Lions! The sure hands in the end zone, and he has 6. Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0. So that was a 6-play, 75-yard drive. And the score comes on a 5-yard touchdown pass. Fielded in the end zone, it's Coleman Williams. He'll be brought down at the 22-yard line. Good coverage on that one. His return is stopped short of the 25. They'll start on the ground with Quentin Joyner. Solid run, picks up 6 and gets it to the 28.
And, man, I don't know that there's a better 1-2 punch in all of college football when it comes to complementing each other than these two backs. Dickey can run downhill, stay square, be powerful. Williams can you can play touch football in an elevator and lose to that guy. So dynamic, good out of the backfield. Palmer, this offense, I know they got a new QB, but to me it starts on the ground.
It does. I think that's the part that really makes this offense so unique and dynamic. Is it
Gashing the knee on the right. Big play on that one as he works his way all the way to the 28-yard line.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
Quick give. It's Ncaa. Breaks into the open. They get him on the ground, but not before he rumbles all the way to the 5. They are really clicking along, 1st and goal on just the 4th play of the drive. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling.
If at first you don't succeed, try again. I wouldn't be surprised if they just turn around and hand it off to him again here on 2nd.
They've got it down to the 3. Now it's 2nd and goal. Running play to the left here, looking for the end zone. And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Red Raiders. Looking for the tie with the extra point.
And I like the running back's vision. He sees the hole, explodes through it. He knows where the goal line is, gets in the end zone, gets 6.
And he tacked on the extra point. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense, because it messes with the snap count. It messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
Out wide right, it's Sowell. Makes the grab, down immediately. He picks up a few. The Nittany Lions want to move quickly. Moving the pocket, it's Beck. He lets one fly deep. The pass is incomplete, but there's a flag in the backfield, and that shot the quarterback took might have been a little too much. The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. Finds a crease, it's Martin. They drop him at the 47-yard line, but he'll have plenty to move the sticks. And the Nittany Lions took those plain headgears, got their blocks, and picked up the first down.
Yeah, and those headgears are a staple, aren't they, of college football? I know exactly what you're talking about, those beautiful helmets. They don't change very much, very traditional. Penn State keeps it simple. Being traditional, running the football.
Wants to throw one first. Almost had the completion, just missed it.
Man, those are frustrating because you know you're supposed to catch that. You're supposed to secure it. It's going to happen, but it's just frustrating for those receivers. Just tap the chest. My bad, dog.
From the gun, it's Martin. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. The Nittany Lions are moving quickly down the field. Fresh setter downs going to the air. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And this offensive line's got to do a little better job, man. You've got to give your quarterback time to go through his progressions from go to 1 to 2 and then maybe make a play. And he goes off of his first target, and you can tell he did not have much time getting hit as he's trying to...
Into the end zone. Touchdown, Penn State.
Well, Well, on that run, he shows you why he's so dynamic. He's got all the tools in the toolbox to hit the home run, David, and they're going to stay patient with him. They know they're not going to score a touchdown every single time they give it to him, but he is that guy that can break the game wide open for this offense. Expect more from him.
Yeah, and then once you start giving it to him, you create that balance on offense. Then you can play action and suck those linebackers up. So it's only going to help this offense make it more two-dimensional as opposed to one. Get the running game going, and then it opens up the pass.
A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. They'll move the wide receiver. The run inside. It's Williams. There he goes. Got enough for the first down. And a really nice run and pick up there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped the really big play. Now on first down from the 30. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. And here comes the offense on second down. We've reached a break, and Penn State is on top. Let's take a look at the numbers through the first quarter. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the second quarter. He's going to change things up against this defensive look. Looking downfield, it's Hammond. The short hands, it's Carter. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
Must be nice for this quarterback knowing he's got this type of athlete playing the tight end position that can work the middle of the field for him. He's a guy who can stretch it vertically as well, but this is a guy the QB will look for early and often in this game.
Off play action on first down. He'll take the deep shot. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
Quarterback could not have walked that ball and placed it into the hands of his receiver any better. That was a perfect throw. Wide out, deep downfield. You got to finish the play.
After the incompletion, back to the passing game. And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious.
Well, that's disappointing for the offense because that's a play that you rep all week long in practice. You should be able to hit that one no problem. And the QB receiver couldn't come up with a completion.
Even if they don't convert, picking up a few would give them a decision to make on fourth down. It's 3rd and long from the 45. From the gun, wants to pass. Intercepted. Couldn't find a ton of room on that return, but that small change, they take over at the 43. Gonna run it. It's Martin. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't block the most important guy, the big fella right in the middle.
Holds on, it's Samuel. And you can see the offense just feeling itself. They've got it down to the 21. The Nittany Lions right after the huge play through the air back to the line. Corners are going to bail. Back to throw, it's Beck. Fires to the wideout. He caught it. They make the stop at the 5-yard line, but they've got it 1st and goal.
Really nice discipline by that receiver against man coverage because you know that throw is going to be contested with a defender in your back pocket. He fights back to the football. He fights through contact and shows really strong hands on the catch.
Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage at 2nd and goal.
And I'm good with it. I like what the offense is doing. Be physical. I don't need to get pass happy down here on 1st and goal. Nice job believing in my running game, and maybe I stick to it for another play or two.
Looking for a path to the end zone to the right. Just hammer it with this running back again, and he noses his way into the end zone.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finish it off with the score from the 4. Coming out with it, it's Coleman Williams. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. The snap wants to throw to start this drive. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
To the air, it's Hammond. Caught, it's Eakin. This guy just oozes toughness when he runs, bangs his way to the 20.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
A 3rd and short coming from their own 20-yard line. From the gun, wants to pass. Hauls it in. Still running at the 40. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And of course he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
Right side, it's Simmons. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down. The Red Raiders come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll snap it on 1st down from the 35. Looking to throw again. Pulls it in. Turning it on. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. And the Red Raiders will hustle to the line. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. They'll run it in the red zone. It's Danzy. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Red Raiders.
And that's a nice drive, a nice physicality, punching it in with the run game. And here's the thing. I like where this offense is going. Nice job creating some momentum, going into the half, cutting down the lead. This thing could get really exciting. Nice job answering the bell right before the half.
Just unloaded on that kickoff. Don't have to worry about a return on a kick like that. They'll bring it out to the 25. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line. And
winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one.
Oftentimes when offenses get a first down, that's when they like to speed up the tempo, and you're seeing them now go hurry up.
Escapes the pressure going right. Finds his man. Big play. Takes him into plus territory. He's out of bounds at the 47.
And when you run these drag routes, it's super important that your quarterback can really use his eyes. Don't lock in where everybody's going to start looking at you and seeing what's coming. Does a good job, drops back, sees it, and the most important part, puts the ball out in front so he can catch it, get upfield, and make some extra yards after the catch.
And the Nittany Lions come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Quickly to the tight end. Oh, he's got some space. Huge gain before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it first and goal.
This offense can get a lot of yards, and it doesn't take a lot of plays. You've seen that here. They have speed, speed, and speed. It kills you. If guys get a little bit of space, they just gobble up yards. They've had the defense completely on their heels. Now they're all the way backed up against their own goal line.
He'll be dropped. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. We'll see if this offensive line is ready for the blitz. To the air, it's Beck. And they're not on the same page there.
Second and goal, no dice for this offense. If I'm on offense right now, I'm thinking about who are my mismatches, who are my big bodies out wide that I can throw them the football and they can make a play over top of somebody.
Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Looking to throw on third and goal. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. They won't let him in. He had a nose for that end zone, but he will be stopped short. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. What a way for this quarter to end. Final play, fourth and goal. From the gun, looking for a man. It's incomplete, and the defense makes the stop and gets the football back.
And the offense stays aggressive. They try to throw the football and just weren't on the same page. It was an incompletion. He could have done a better job, I think, throwing the ball to his receiver and maybe making it where it's more of a 50-50 ball where he can make a play. Defense gets the big stop.
Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Tells the play fake, wants to throw on first down. Takes a hit as he fires. Out wide right, it's Ncaa. Big gainer there that'll look good in the stat column, but not quite enough to put any points on the board before time expires here in the first half. Halftime as both teams head into the locker room. We're looking forward to a terrific second half, but before that, let's check in with Kevin Connors.
Fellas, welcome into the Week 13 edition of the EA Sports College Football Update Show. So many seasons on the line. And leading things off, we take a look at Miami, taking on the number 13 team, the Oregon Ducks.
He's brought down after a good return, gets it out to the 31.
And it's the Hurricanes with a statement victory here in a surprising result. Going into this game, they did not look like the better team.
The Red Raiders offense comes out ready to attack. They got a lot done through the air in the first half, and they might need even more production here in the second.
I think they will, Reese, and I think this is an offense that has proven they're playing with good timing right now. They've got some matchups where they're winning one-on-one, and they're just going to have to keep going back to the well, David, and relying on hitting some explosive plays to win this game.
Yeah, and I think we look at numbers naturally, and they're losing. So that's the most important thing on the scoreboard, but they have had success. And so what do? You keep playing pitch and catch. You got to score, but you got to talk to your defense. I need some stops. I need the football back quickly so we can do some more damage.
Left side, it's Joyner. At the 40, there he goes. And he was off to the races. Finally tripped up at the 36. The Red Raiders come to the line after the big connection and going back to work. Quarterback changing the play. Tells the run, wants to pass. Nice play by the defense to jar that one loose.
And if this offense is going to get back in the football game, those are the plays they have to make. Like, they have to make contested catches. They got to find a way to get some points, to create some explosive plays. Those 50-50 balls, when you get your hand on it, man, they got to start making those plays.
Running inside, it's Joyner. He had to fight for a couple down to the 33.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Ton of ground to cover here on 3rd and long. Back to throw, it's Hammond. Snags it over the middle. He's down right there, but he has plenty to pick up the first down. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide, and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on 2nd down here.
Really good surge that time by the offensive line. You saw all those bodies by the defense being pushed backwards. That opened up the crease for the ball carrier. He's able to get a really nice gain there, setting up 2nd and inches.
It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Wants to go up top on 2nd down. Unloads in the nick of time.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
Right at the line. Taken down just short of the sticks, but the offense still within scoring range on 4th down.
And this defense has got to be jacked up, man. They finally forced the 4th down, right? They've gotten a couple of first downs, got some things going, but I think it's decision time for this offense. And this D's got to do it one more time, right? They've got to get another play, a big 4th down stop here to get some of that momentum and get the football back.
He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down on a gutsy call to keep this drive alive.
I tell you, it didn't matter the defense. They probably knew this was RPO, but at the end of the day, they couldn't stop it. This offense right now just being way too physical up front.
And the Red Raiders are threatening on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater. Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. He will not get there as the defense stops him again. They got stuffed on 2nd down, and still they need 1 yard here on 3rd and goal. Powers forward. And he's in. Touchdown, Red Raiders. The extra point here would tie the game. And they did make the extra point, and we have a tie ball game here in the 3rd. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. And he'll just take him in. Will start at the 25. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. Now they'll try to answer that score with one of their own and regain the lead here in the third. At the 35, he's loose. There he goes to the left. Inside the 30. Inside the touchdown, Penn State. And that one will give him the lead. He's going to get a property tax bill in the end zone because this guy is spending a lot of time there. He might start taking aim at some of those Nittany Lion touchdown records.
Yeah, and those are some records. I mean, you start talking about Larry Johnson and Saquon Barkley and all the Kajana Carter going back. I mean, so many great running backs at Penn State. To be on that list, to be talked about in that vein, I think you're having yourself a day.
From inside the 10, here he comes. Pushed out of bounds at the 41, but not before he pulls off a terrific return. Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. They're down by a touchdown, but hoping to dial up some plays and pull even in what's turning out to be a really good football game. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Unloads to the wideout. Intercepted, and that is the last thing they needed. Ready to fire from the pistol. Looking for space. It's Martin. It'll be a gain of 6. Sets up 2nd and 4.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Got 6 on 1st down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Sets his feet. It's Beck. Throws to the wideout. Pulls it in. It's Samuel. Hauled down at the 38-yard line and a big pickup of 15 yards there. They're lining up on 1st and 10 from the 38. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Martin. Tackled almost immediately. Not a whole lot on that one. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Kept it on the ground. Now they'll throw. It's picked off. And that's number 10. Opening snap of this drive comes from the 38-yard line. Stop behind the line, he'll lose a yard. It's amazing how play by a defensive end in the backfield can really swing the momentum not only of a series but of a game sometimes.
All you're trying to do is create negative plays, to get them behind the sticks a little bit, to get those sacks, to get those tackles for losses. You see so much stunting in college football up front with the defensive line because you know once you get one of those plays, you got the offense right where you want it.
Coming into this one, I thought this guy was going to be a monster. He was going to put up huge numbers. We know this is a big part of the offense week in, week out. The defense has done a great job clamping down on him. That is only his 2nd catch so far in this game.
And that 3rd down pass left a vapor trail, but it's incomplete.
I want to give a shout-out to the defense there on 3rd down, doing a really nice job disguising their coverage because it looked like they confused the quarterback on 3rd down. Really nice job getting back into that zone and making sure that ball falls incomplete.
And he tried to pin him deep with that punt. Instead, it goes into the end zone. It'll come out to the 20. And they'll get off one more play before the end of the quarter. On the ground, it's Martin. And he was able to pick up a few yards on the ground, and the clock has run out here in the third. Here comes the fourth. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. Looking to pass. It's Beck. Complete. They get him on the ground, but it'll be enough to pick up the first down.
How about this offense, man? You got to love it. Late in the fourth quarter, you have the lead. They don't get conservative. Staying balanced. Run, back it up with a pass, getting the first down, a few more first downs, and you can walk out of here with a W.
It's 1st and 10 from the 31. He leaves it with the back. Found a little space, and he's got 4 to the 35.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
Still on his feet at the 45. That's why a good running game is a coach's and quarterback's best friend when you're trying to put the lid on the game.
And I think this will go a long way in determining the outcome of this football game. They're able to run the football with the lead late in this game. That's a good sign for this offense.
The Nittany Lions are moving quickly down the field. Selling the run, but he wants to throw it. Fires to the right. Quick completion on the out route. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34.
You got to love how they just continue to do what they do. It's the fourth quarter. You got to lead. There's no reason to get conservative. We're a passing offense. Great job on first down. Better job on second down. This offense continuing to stay in a rhythm.
Great effort by the defense here. Offense trying to go wide receiver screen. How about the speed on defense rounding to the football?
Just barely picked up a yard with that last completion. It's 2nd and 9. They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock. Breaks into the open. Touchdown, Nittany Lions! He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him. They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3.
Have yourself a day, young fella. You know why they handed him the ball a lot? Because he did that. That's his 4th trip to pay dirt. This dude has shown you a little bit of everything. What a great back. And 4 touchdowns on the day.
He's able to work his way on the return up to the 23 before he steps out of bounds. Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. They're in a precarious spot here, that lofty perch in the rankings, hanging in the balance unless they can do something to save themselves here. Makes the catch, it's Johnson. He'll step out of bounds right at the 35-yard line, and maybe they've got something cooking.
And in this situation, late when you need 2 touchdowns to win the game, everything's going to have to be downfield. So I like the idea in this 2-minute drive, throwing it that way. Let's keep it going, keep our pedal to the metal here.
And his throw is incomplete.
Just didn't seem like the quarterback and his intended target were on the same page there.
They'll need a bunch on 2nd down. Scanning the field is Hammond. He uncorks a bullet to the right. And that's going to be incomplete, going for broke on 2nd down, but 3rd down's coming up.
Well, talking to the coaching staff coming into tonight, they thought they had to have success throwing the football if they were going to win this game. And one of the biggest reasons why I'd say they're losing right now is because this...
And here's the third interception of the night. Trying to take it back. At the 20. Lowers that shoulder, delivers the blow. Finally brought down. What a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return. This is field position that you dream of. Yeah, I'll take it on the 2. Looking to throw. Oh, pressure's coming. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
Well, I love the coverage on defense. In the red zone, everyone's got their eyes on the quarterback, and they're flying to the football. And you saw that there on the incompletion.
Got stopped on first down. They'll try it again from the 2. They're all over him. Lets it fly. And he can't find his man in the end zone as he was trying to pay off this red zone chance.
Man, I like the response by this defense. They've given up some yards, gotten all the way down here near the goal line, but 2 straight plays, 2 straight incompletions, now forcing a third down. They'll be happy to get out of this drive with just 3 points.
They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of a field goal, but it's 3rd and goal. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Penn State! He got it, beat down in bounds. They stretch this lead here in the 4th, and now they're closing in on their 9th win of the season. And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the 4th. Deep in the end zone, it's Williams. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Texas Tech will start the drive. The offense ready to go. He threw a pick the last time they had it. Now they have to take care of the football. Looking deep. And they can't make the connection, going for a big play on first down.
With the lead late in the game, this defense right now knows that the opponent's going to be throwing the football. They're doing a nice job mixing up their coverages, but also changing their personnel, sometimes putting extra DBs on the field. That time, deep shot, 2 guys go up, nobody comes down with it. The defense wins again.
And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line.
These are the perfect situations you love to be in. Known passing situations. These are not where the offensive tackles want to be. And when you're on the edge and there's no threat of the run, pin your ears back, get the nice first down sack.
That will take us to the 2-minute timeout, and not much time left for this offense to put together a miracle. Now 3rd and long, and trying to play catch-up in more ways than one after that earlier sack. Looking for a man. It's Hammond. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. He's not going to get there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down decision.
And nowadays, you're not always going to get these quarterbacks on the ground because they're so athletic, but nice job.
And guys, hold that thought just a second, because here comes the 4th down play. If they don't get it here, this one is probably over. Snaps it, and he has to have it. Gets drilled as he releases it, and the ball just trickles to the ground.
And I get it. That's for pride's sake. This game's over. Like, I know you're down and you try to mount drives, and sometimes you even try to get young guys in the game at this point. But now you're just fighting for pride and just letting them try not to get any more points on the scoreboard.
Shakes off the defender. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt.
And I'm a fan of this, man. Run the football, eat the clock. We got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, man. Like, just balance, rhythm, timing, play calling, everything has worked. That's why they've built this lead. They've had a great day today.
Just feeds the running back. He's into the end zone. Touchdown, Penn State. They built a comfortable lead and trying to hang on for a Week 13 victory. Well, just as you would expect, that didn't take very long.
It didn't, Reese, and you've got to make great field position count. When you've got opportunities, you got to pay it off. And the offense took advantage, scoring a touchdown. Didn't have far to go, but they got the points they needed.
The returner will field it and try to set up his offense in great field position. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Here's Joyner to begin the drive. They needed to find enough space and get it moving forward, and they're up to the 22.
And these are these moments as a defense, like, you're just trying to get out of the game. We're rotating, we're subbing, like, we've stopped them all game long. Like, they can run the football right here. The biggest thing is the clock ticking, us getting out of here with the dub, and really, everybody staying healthy.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 26. Sells to run, looking to pass. He wants a big play here late. A sensational grab down the field there as they try to at least put a positive spin on the end of this game.
I would love to sit here and tell you that was the greatest play call ever, and the offensive coordinator is a genius. I think that was some really bad defense.
They say it's still a game of field position, and that last one just flipped this baby. They've got it 1st and 10. Makes a grab and room to run. Touchdown, Red Raiders! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
At this point, a comeback would take one of the biggest miracles in the history of the sport, but they'll line up for the onside kick. Few anxious moments there, but the hands team, true to its name, as they make the grab and get the ball. Penn State's offense comes onto the field, ready to start the drive. With this big cushion they're working with, Jesse, they're ready to send these fans toward the exits.
And you know the coaching staff has got to be so happy with how this offense has been able to come out here on the road, fight the crowd noise, and execute at such a high level, man.
Yeah, just dominate the football game. And now, listen, it's mode where I can run the football, run out the clock, watch this game go to zeros, and get the dub.